Taurus. There is a financial shift forming around your sign right now, and it is unlike anything you have experienced in recent memory. If you have been wondering when the tide would turn, if you have been quietly hoping that the next few months would finally bring some relief, some momentum, some proof that your efforts have not been in vain, then listen carefully. What is about to unfold in your financial world is not random. It is the result of seeds you planted long ago. Seeds that have been germinating in silence beneath the surface of your everyday life. And now, in the coming months, those seeds are preparing to break through the soil. You are an earth sign, Taurus. You understand better than anyone that real growth takes time. But you also know the frustration of waiting, of watching others seem to leap forward while you remain steady and grounded, wondering if your patience would ever be rewarded. This message is here to tell you that the reward is closer than you think, and understanding what could unlock your finances is the first step toward receiving it fully. Financial Key 1. The first thing that could unlock your finances in the next few months is a radical shift in how you value your own time. For years, you have given your time freely, sometimes too freely, to people and situations that did not honor its worth. You said yes when you meant no. You stayed late when you should have left early. You poured hours into obligations that drained you, while the things that could have built your wealth sat waiting in the wings. But something is changing now. You are beginning to see your time as the most valuable currency you possess, more valuable than any dollar or coin, because time is the one resource you can never earn back. When you start treating your time with the respect it deserves, everything in your financial world begins to shift. You stop wasting energy on endeavors that produce no return. You start directing your hours toward activities that align with your natural strengths and your deeper purpose. And for Taurus, whose natural strengths include a remarkable ability to build, to create, to turn raw materials into something beautiful and lasting, this redirection of time can have profound financial consequences. Think about what you could accomplish if every hour of your day was spent in alignment with your highest potential. Think about the projects you could complete, the ideas you could develop, the skills you could refine. The financial abundance you are seeking is not hiding in some external opportunity, Taurus. It is hiding in the hours you have been giving away. Reclaim those hours and you reclaim your prosperity. Financial Key 2. The second key that could unlock your finances is a willingness to look at your relationship with security from a completely new angle. Taurus, you crave security. It is woven into the very fabric of your being. You want to know that the ground beneath you is solid, that your future is protected, that there is a cushion between you and the unpredictable nature of life. And there is nothing wrong with wanting that. But here is the thing. Sometimes the pursuit of security becomes its own form of imprisonment. When you are so focused on protecting what you have, you inadvertently block what could be. You hold on to investments that have stopped growing because selling them feels risky. You stay in financial patterns that feel safe but have long since stopped serving you. You avoid opportunities that carry any element of uncertainty, even when those opportunities could multiply your wealth many times over. The shift that is happening now is an invitation to redefine what security means to you. True security is not a number in a bank account. True security is the unshakable confidence that you can create value wherever you go, that your skills and wisdom and experience are assets that no market crash can take away. When you anchor your sense of security in who you are rather than what you have, you become free to take the kinds of calculated, grounded risks that lead to significant financial growth. And for a Taurus, these risks do not need to be wild or reckless. They can be small, deliberate, well-researched steps that gradually expand your financial territory. You do not need to leap, Taurus. You just need to be willing to walk in a direction you have not walked before. Financial Key 3. The third thing that could unlock your finances is something you may not expect. It is the power of letting go of old financial guilt. Many Taurus souls carry a quiet burden of guilt around money, guilt about purchases they made years ago that did not turn out well, guilt about financial decisions that caused stress for their families, guilt about not having saved more when they were younger, guilt about wanting more when others have less. This guilt sits in your energy field like a fog, dimming your ability to see the financial opportunities that surround you. They were all part of a learning process that has brought you to this exact moment. A moment where you are wiser, more experienced, and more capable than you have ever been. Releasing this guilt is not about excusing poor choices. It is about recognizing that you are not the same person who made those choices. You have grown. You have learned. You have evolved. And the person you are today is fully equipped to make financial decisions that serve your highest good. Let the guilt dissolve. Let it melt like snow in spring sunlight, because as long as you carry it, it will continue to block the financial flow that is trying to reach you. Financial key 4. The fourth key is a shift in how you think about passive income and ongoing financial streams. For most of your life, you have equated money with labor, with the direct exchange of your time and effort for a paycheck or payment. And while there is honor in that exchange, it is also limiting. There are only so many hours in a day, and your body, no matter how strong and determined it may be, has limits. The shift that is preparing to unlock your finances is a new understanding that money can flow to you through channels that do not require your constant physical presence. This could manifest in many ways. It could be an investment that begins to produce returns. It could be a skill or knowledge you possess that can be shared in a format that generates income while you sleep. It could be a resource you already own that has untapped potential. The specifics will be unique to your situation, but the principle is universal. When you begin to separate your income from your physical labor, you open the door to a completely new level of financial freedom. For a Taurus, this shift can feel uncomfortable at first because your sign takes pride in hard work, in the tangible connection between effort and reward. But this is not about working less. It is about working smarter. It is about leveraging the decades of experience and wisdom you have accumulated into financial streams that honor your value without depleting your energy. The next few months may bring ideas or opportunities that point you in this direction. Pay attention to them. If what you're hearing feels accurate, imagine what could happen if you applied this energy intentionally for 21 consecutive days. That's exactly what the 21-day program in the pinned comment is built for. Daily guidance, focused direction, and real momentum. If you're tired of staying in the same cycle, this is your structure. Financial key 5. The fifth key is about the people in your financial circle, the advisors, friends, family members, and associates who influence how you think about and handle money. Taurus, you are loyal to a fault. When you trust someone, you trust them deeply, and you are reluctant to question their advice or challenge their perspective. But the truth is, some of the people in your financial circle may be operating from their own fears, their own limitations, their own outdated beliefs about what is possible. And without realizing it, their influence has been shaping your financial decisions in ways that do not serve your highest potential. The shift that is coming involves a quiet but significant reassessment of who you listen to when it comes to money. This does not mean cutting people out of your life or starting arguments about financial philosophy. It simply means becoming more discerning about whose voice carries the most weight in your financial decisions. Seek out the perspectives of those who have achieved the kind of financial stability and freedom you desire. Learn from those who think expansively, who see opportunity where others see only risk, who understand that abundance is not a zero-sum game. And gently, lovingly, begin to filter out the voices that keep you playing small. You deserve guidance that matches the size of your potential. And your potential, Taurus, is enormous. Financial key 6. The sixth key that could unlock your finances is a deepening of your connection to your own intuition when it comes to financial matters. You have a gut feeling about money that is remarkably accurate, but you have not always trusted it. There have been times when your instincts told you to make a move, but your logical mind talked you out of it. There have been times when something felt wrong about a financial decision, but you went ahead because the numbers looked right on paper. The shift that is forming now is a return to that inner knowing, a willingness to let your intuition have an equal seat at the table alongside your rational mind. This does not mean abandoning logic or throwing caution to the wind. It means integrating both sources of wisdom, the analytical and the intuitive, into a more complete approach to financial decision-making. In the coming months, you may find that your gut feelings about money become stronger and more specific. You may get a sudden knowing about when to act and when to wait, what to invest in and what to walk away from, which opportunity is genuine and which is smoke and mirrors. Trust those feelings, Taurus. They are messages from a part of you that sees beyond the surface of things. A part that is connected to the deeper currents of energy that govern the flow of abundance in this world. Financial key 7. The seventh key is perhaps the most important of all, and it is simply this: giving yourself permission to be wealthy, not comfortable, not getting by, not doing okay for someone your age. Wealthy. This word may feel foreign to you. It may feel presumptuous or unrealistic or reserved for people who were born into different circumstances. But the truth is, Wealth is not reserved for anyone. It is available to those who believe they are worthy of it and who align their energy and actions accordingly. The permission to be wealthy is not something anyone else can give you. It is something you must give yourself. And for Taurus, a sign that has spent decades prioritizing stability over abundance, safety over expansion, this permission can feel like the most radical act of faith you have ever undertaken. But you are ready for it. Everything you have experienced, every financial lesson you have learned, every hardship you have survived, has prepared you for this moment. You are not the same person who struggled. You are not the same person who worried. You are a wiser, stronger, more aligned version of yourself, and this version is ready for wealth. Say it to yourself quietly if you need to. I give myself permission to be wealthy. Say it until the words stop feeling strange and start feeling true. Because when a Taurus decides they are worthy of wealth, the entire universe reorganizes itself to make it happen. Some people watch, others transform. If you want to be in the second group, the 21-day guide in the pinned comment gives you a clear step-by-step process aligned with your sign. This isn't about waiting. It's about moving. Financial Key 8. The 8th key is about breaking the inherited financial patterns that have shaped your relationship with money since before you were old enough to understand what money was. Every family carries a financial story, a narrative about what money means, how much is possible, who gets to have it, and who does not. You absorbed your family's financial story before you could walk. It became the invisible framework through which you viewed every financial decision, every opportunity, every setback. And while some parts of that inherited story may have served you well, other parts have been quietly holding you back. Perhaps your family believed that money was always hard to come by. Perhaps they taught you that wanting too much was dangerous. Perhaps they modeled a relationship with money that was rooted in scarcity and fear rather than abundance and trust. Whatever the specifics, the 8th key to unlocking your finances is a willingness to examine those inherited beliefs and consciously choose which ones to keep and which ones to release. This is deep work, Taurus. It requires honesty and courage, but you have both of those qualities in abundance. And the rewards of this work are immeasurable. When you free yourself from financial patterns that were never yours to begin with, you step into a relationship with money that is authentically yours, one that reflects your true values, your real desires, and your genuine capacity for abundance. Financial Key 9. The 9th key is about creating a new financial vision for the next chapter of your life. Many Taurus souls reach a certain age and quietly stop dreaming about their financial future. They settle into whatever their current situation is and accept it as the final destination. But this is not your final destination, Taurus. It is a rest stop on a much longer journey. The shift that is coming invites you to dream again, to create a vivid, detailed picture of what you want your financial life to look like in the months and years ahead. Not based on what seems realistic or practical, but based on what genuinely excites you when you let yourself imagine without limits. What would you do with true financial freedom? Where would you go? What would you create? Who would you help? What experiences would you savor? Let those visions form. Let them take shape in your mind like a sculpture emerging from a block of marble. Because every great financial reality begins as an internal vision. Your earth sign nature gives you the remarkable ability to take a vision and ground it into physical reality. You have done it before and you can do it again. But first you need the vision. Let yourself dream, Taurus. Let yourself want. Let yourself believe that the next chapter of your financial story can be the most prosperous one yet. Financial Key 10. The 10th and final key is the willingness to take one concrete step, today, toward the financial future you envision. Not tomorrow, not next week, not when the timing feels perfect. Today, because momentum is created by action, even the smallest action, and once momentum begins, it builds on itself with a force that can transform your entire financial landscape. This step does not need to be dramatic. It could be as simple as writing down your financial vision. It could be researching an idea that has been tugging at your mind. It could be having a conversation with someone who has walked a path similar to the one you want to walk. It could be canceling a subscription that no longer serves you and redirecting that money towards something that does. Whatever the step is, take it. Take it with the full weight of your Taurus determination behind it. Because you are not just taking a step, Taurus. You are sending a signal to the universe that you are ready. You are declaring with your actions, not just your words, that you believe in the financial future that is forming around you. And when the universe receives that signal, it responds with everything it has. The next few months hold extraordinary financial potential for your sign. The keys are in your hands. The locks are waiting to be opened. And the abundance on the other side is more beautiful than you can imagine from where you are standing right now. Trust the process. Trust yourself. And above all, trust that the universe has been waiting for this moment just as long as you have. You have two options after this video. Close it and hope things shift. Or decide that the next 21 days will be different. If you choose the second, the structured 21-day transformation aligned with your sign is waiting in the pinned comment. The energy is already moving, the only question is whether you are.